Morning, guys. It's the Intuitive Designer 333. Happy Monday to you. This morning, I would like to speak to you guys about, hopefully everyone, respected the full moon ritual because it was the second full moon in Aquarius. So hopefully everybody manifested, released, and did the work. So good luck to you guys on that. And two things I want to discuss this morning is one, what do you do when you see someone that thinks that they're doing the work and you don't see the progress in it? You don't see their progress. You still see hints of their old self, their shadow self. And also, starting a new relationship and releasing, being prepared to be in a new relationship and releasing whatever you have from the previous relationships. So the first thing is, as far as, everyone's on the tip of, bettering themselves, which is awesome, and cleansing and, having the, good frequency, positive affirmations, going through, their journey, trying to reach their higher self, living authentically. But there are times where people, even though you're doing the work, but you still have these little quirks, these little hints of the old you flaring up. And I'm just here to tell you it's a normal thing, but you need to be aware of it and, work on that, and acknowledge it that it still exists. It's a process, once you start working on yourself, it's not like everything's going to miraculously disappear, but what's important is that, you really be mindful of yourself and the changes that are taking place and what the actual work entails to, improve yourself and get to that point where, you see yourself actually, being a result of change. And that's the first thing I want to discuss because, sometimes, I give myself as an example. I used to be the type of person that, when I want to express myself, because of my past and being very aggressive, towards people, and my reactions when, I'm hit the wrong way, my automatic reaction is physical. And I had to work on that. Even if I wasn't going to be physically involved in an altercation, I used to be like saying the words, and still drawing that type of energy towards me where I would react by the words that I was saying were confrontational and aggressive and as if I would have really struck you. So I try to be mindful of that and not react in that way. Even in a joking manner, I try to, tone that down a bit when I'm saying things, how I react to people and how I feel about when, I feel, I'm put in a corner, or I'm disrespected, or, someone does to me that something that I don't agree with. And the next thing I want to talk about is, when you're starting a new relationship and really being prepared to be in that relationship, the work that has to be done before you enter another relationship. A lot of people think, because you're lonely and you want, human comfort, you want to be around someone, for companionship or whatever, whether it be, in a friendly way or in a sexual way, you know, people just give up themselves, really not being ready to be in a relationship, or being with someone in a committed situation or not. And one thing I found that it's important to really look at yourself and not to make the same mistakes just because you feeling that you're alone and you want the companionship so desperately that you're willing to give up who you are, what your journey is, what you're trying to attract. So with me, I worked on myself to the point where I could honestly tell you that the work that I'm doing, I do with myself. I am here to attract the person that's for me. So as a result, that I get exactly what I want in a relationship. So what I'm giving off is the energy that I'm a, a confident person. I'm prepared for wealth, good things, love, honesty, loyalty, the things that should come to me, because that's what I'm giving to myself right now. I'm being that way towards myself. So if you work on yourself and you give this type of energy to yourself and you raise your vibration for yourself, then I believe you will attract what you're giving to yourself. That self-love, that, everything that you want in a person, if you give it to yourself first, that's what's going to attract what you're looking for. So like I said, a lot of people, they think it's, the loneliness, then I'm willing to give up myself, maybe something that I really don't like about a person, I'll accept it for now because I'm alone. That's not the way to go. So please do the work, treat yourself the way you want the other person to treat you, so that you can attract that. And when someone sees you, they know exactly how to treat you instead of the other way around. And be mindful of that. Be mindful of yourself. Like I said, this is all about that journey of self-love, raising that frequency, loving yourself first, and then you could love others and treat others with kindness and the way that, like I said, you want to be treated. Okay? Peace out, guys.